If you're interested in losing weight, getting in shape, maybe starting a new exercise routine, and you know that you're the type of person that really benefits from a step-by-step protocol, you need meal plans and grocery shopping lists, and maybe you've thought about hiring a personal trainer or nutritional coach, but it's too expensive or too complicated, you don't want to interview and find the right person, and you're just kind of stuck. I'd like to show you how to use artificial intelligence to get some amazing results right away. Hey, my name is Lucas. I'm a yoga teacher, I'm a nutritional coach, and most people in the wellness industry, they're worried that AI technology is going to take their job. I don't think that's true. In my opinion, more people into health and wellness is more opportunity, but even if I'm wrong, I don't really care because this is so powerful. You really need to start using this information right away. For most people, they think of artificial intelligence as a way to make funny cartoon character images online, or it's for high school students cheating on their essays or exams. For me, this is about a repository of billions and billions of data points that have to do with health and wellness and recipes and meal plans, and the ability to get a very consolidated, direct response in just a couple of clicks. It's really unmatched. I've never seen anything like this in the 20 years that I've been doing health and wellness. For the people, the naysayers who feel like this is bad information, I'd really encourage you to dig in. From my personal experience, the meal plans, the recipes, the exercise routines, they're better than 80% of what you'd find out there professionally. Could you find a better coach in person? For sure, but it's gonna cost you and it's gonna be hard to find. Could you find better meal plans and recipes? Maybe, but it's gonna be very difficult to find. So even if you're skeptical, even if you haven't yet played around with GPT or you haven't gotten great answers, play with me here today, and I think you'll be excited by the results that you get. So I'm here at Chat GPT. This is OpenAI's free artificial intelligence chatbot, which I find really, really exceptional for what we're trying to do, which is get customized meal plan. Do remember that the most important thing to get good results is to ask good questions. So we'll start off very general, and then I'll show you how to tweak the answers so you get what you're looking for. To do this, I'll experiment as if I were one of my clients. One of my clients right now is a 57-year-old gentleman, and I'll walk you through the steps. But I'll just type in first, meal plan. So I'll say, please give me a 7-day meal plan. I'm 57 years old and out of shape. Hit enter. Now, I mentioned my age, I mentioned that I'm out of shape, but I didn't give much more detail, so it's probably going to give me a very general answer. It's giving me a breakfast with scrambled eggs, diced vegetables, a snack of Greek yogurt and berries, a lunch of grilled chicken, we've got some carrots and some hummus. There's lots of different variety here, which is great. One thing that you'll realize right away is, oh, but this client, he calls himself a chicken and eggs vegetarian, meaning he doesn't eat any meat, he doesn't eat any pork. The only thing that he eats is chicken and eggs. He actually doesn't eat dairy either. So he calls himself a chicken and egg vegetarian. And even though that sounds kind of funny, a lot of us are like this, right? Many people eat everything except pork, or everything except red meat, or maybe they're a pescatarian or a flexitarian. And this is where AI really excels. If you went to get a recipe book at Amazon, or if you went online looking for meal plans or recipes, very rarely can you tweak down to your specificities. With AI, you can. So I've got a really great 7-day meal plan here, but I'd like to specify based on this gentleman's eating preferences. So I'm gonna ask AI to redo it with this specificity: vegetarian who also eats chicken and eggs, but no dairy. So I'll add that in. Please redo the plan, but make it vegetarian, but I do eat chicken, eggs, but no dairy. And now I'm getting a whole new meal plan based on those specifics. Now, here's the problem. This gentleman, when he sees this, he's gonna have no idea about quantity, portions, meal size, calories. And so I realized, great list, but how much, how often, we don't really know. The other thing I've noticed is this is giving breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which is really logical. But this gentleman, much like you, has a unique eating pattern. He doesn't eat breakfast, he does intermittent fasting, and he does eat lunch and dinner and 3 snacks. So I should have put all this information in earlier, but just like you, I'm learning how to use AI. So on the fly, I'll push back and ask for more specifics. So I'll say, please redo the plan, skipping breakfast, but with lunch and dinner, and include 3 snacks. To skip ahead a couple of steps, I'm also gonna say, based on around 1,800 calories per day, and please give me the estimated calories per meal so I can see that in the meal plan. Please redo the list based on 1,800 calories per day, no breakfast, only lunch and dinner, and 3 snacks daily. Please include estimated calories per meal / snack. Also include weight in grams of the ingredients. Now that I've put in these clarifying statements, it's going to refine and refine and refine the meal plan. Now, some of you are thinking, why didn't you just do that from the start? And you're right. As you play around with AI, you'll get much better at asking better questions. Rather than just saying, hey, give me a 7-day meal plan, you'll explain right from the get-go exactly what you're looking for. But I wanted to walk you through the process so you can see how it'll naturally roll out for you in real time. This search, refine behavior is something you have to learn. In Google, you're used to just putting in 1 or 2 things and searching around on web pages. With artificial intelligence, you really need to continue the conversation and keep asking. So here I'm getting really great information. Breakfast is gone. I've got 3 snacks, which is great. And I've also got the estimated calories and the estimated grams. So my lunch of grilled portobello mushrooms says 120 grams of mushrooms, 100 grams of greens. This is very, very helpful, so I know exactly the amounts. Now, some of you are saying this is really amazing, but this is also very confusing. How am I supposed to know exactly what to buy when I go to the grocery store? I've got this overwhelming list. Where do I start? So this is the next thing I'd like to encourage you to do, is ask artificial intelligence to create a grocery shopping list. This will work really, really well so you know what to buy. Maybe you order online, maybe go to the grocery store. So my next prompt will be, please make this into a grocery shopping list so I can go to the store and buy this stuff. And also, please estimate the cost of these items based on an average in the United States. Now from here, it's giving me a grocery list, which is really great. Now sometimes the grocery list will be good, sometimes it'll be a little bad. Sometimes you'll find it might say things like buy grilled salmon or buy roasted chicken. And you need to push back and say, they don't sell roasted chicken. Please give me uncooked ingredients only. And again, feel free to push back. So I've got a list of whole grain bread, mixed greens. It's estimating around $3.50, balsamic vinaigrette around $4. And so it's giving me a general price range so I can get an idea about what my budget is. And then you can get an idea about how much things can cost, whether you're shopping online or shopping in person. So now I have a meal plan and I have a grocery shopping list. Now I'm really, really excited, but I'm also totally overwhelmed. Maybe this gentleman, let's call him Bart. Bart doesn't like to cook. He doesn't really want to learn how to cook. So he's really excited that he got all the access to this free information, but now he's totally overwhelmed. He knows that his budget here is around $110 for his shopping list, which sounds pretty reasonable for a week's worth of food for he and his wife, but he's really not sure how he's going to make this food. So I'd like to show you a really simple hack to get some help. This gentleman doesn't want to invest in personal training or health coaching, or maybe it's not affordable at this time. But what he does have is a little bit of extra money to invest. So here's what I'm going to encourage Bart to do. Type into the chat, please write a help wanted ad for a food shopping and preparation person to come to my house on Saturday or Sunday, but first to go shopping with their own car and buy all this stuff. Then come to my house, clean it and chop it and prepare for me to cook in the coming week. No need to have professional experience, but should be handy with a knife and basic kitchen skills. Now you can see the way that I'm writing this is very conversational, and I would even say badly. I'm writing this badly. This is one of the great things about AI. You can just talk to it like you talk to a person and it'll clean up the language for you. So I'll say pay is $15 per hour and it should take 2 hours for you to shop and unpack and 3 hours to prep the food. So 5 hours per week. And now I can get an advertisement. And what would I do with this advertisement? Well, I might post it on Craigslist if you're in the US, or Gumtree if you're in the UK, or you might use it on Thumbtack, or you might post it in a message board on social media or something like that. But here's what I have. Are you an organized, detail-oriented individual with a passion for food and meal prepping? We're seeking a dependable and reliable assistant to help with our weekly meal preparation. Responsibilities include shopping for groceries, unloading and organizing, cleaning and prepping, following a meal plan and recipes. No professional experience required. It goes on to put all the details. The cool thing about this is it just took a few seconds. I can now post this on an online message board and I'll get inquiries and somebody can come and implement this. We've just been here for a couple of minutes, but you can see how very, very quickly you can suddenly have agency over your health journey. You suddenly have quite a powerful tool. You can employ somebody to come and implement this for you. And this is at the most going to cost you 20% of what it would cost you to hire someone to do this in conventional ways. Okay. Now, this client, Bart, also wants a fitness routine. He's got some problems with bone density. He's losing muscle mass as well as bone density. And his doctor has told him he needs to do resistance training 3 days a week. He doesn't like resistance training. He does not want to put on muscle. In fact, he wants to do the minimum. So let's again talk to AI. Can you please make me a 3-day per week, 30 minutes per session weight lifting program for bone strength specifically? I don't want to be a bodybuilder. I just want to slow down aging and create strong bones. I have a membership at Planet Fitness. That's a big gym in the US if you don't know, where they have most machines. Why is this relevant? This is how you would talk to someone. Again, this type of language is not usually how we talk to Google, so it takes a little bit of practice. So now it's coming back and says, day 1, do a warm-up, some light cardio, do a leg press, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, leg extension, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Right away when you read this, you go, okay, this is good information, but how much weight should I use? How hard should it be? And these are the questions that you put right back in. So very quickly, Chat GPT has given me a 3-day protocol that Bart can use. But I'd like to push back and get more specificity, especially in terms of the weight, because Bart's not going to know how many plates to load up. So I'll say, this is great, but how do I know how much weight to use during these lifting sessions? So here's what it says in response to my how many plates, how much weight should I add? It says, choosing the right weight during a weightlifting session can be tricky, especially if you're new to weight training. This is true. A general rule of thumb is to use weight that allows you to perform the desired reps, usually between 8 and 12, with proper form. It's really good advice. And by still feeling challenging at the last few reps. One way to determine your starting weight is to begin with a light weight and gradually increase until you find the right level of challenge. Another approach is to use the weight that allows you to reach muscle failure and within the desired range. Here is some more guidance, and it puts quite a bit of other detailed information. Now again, a lot of personal trainers will look at this and say, this is terrible, you have to work with a professional. I look at this and I'm saying this is better than what you get from 80% of professionals. I know this industry really well, and I'm telling you this is true. Is it the best in the world? No, but it's better than most of what's in the world. It's free and it's accessible in less than a minute. So this is a really great way to go. So now what have we done here? We've spent a few minutes and we've got a meal plan for the week. Really creative individual meals. We've also got a grocery shopping list with an estimated cost. We've also got a help wanted ad if we want to get somebody to go grocery shopping and cut up our food for us. We've also got an exercise routine with some very specific coaching. All of this you could print out, you could send it to your phone, whatever you'd like to do. And you can also push back and ask for more information. For example, how do I make that grilled chicken recipe on day number 1? Give me a recipe, and again, AI will push back and give you more. The key thing to remember is to continue to refine the conversation. This is something we're not accustomed to. Talk to the chatbot. That's the chat element, and you can get really great results. Keep in mind, we're still in very early days here with artificial intelligence, meaning as powerful as these tools are now, they're only going to get better. Whenever there's a technological revolution, the majority of people, especially in the second half of life, often dig in their heels and they don't want to play around. I'd encourage you to go the other way. Really experiment with these tools. This kind of access to information should be very, very empowering to you, and it's only going to get better as time follows. You can find my complete course calendar. I teach online and in person at YOGABODY.com. If you like the video, hit subscribe down below for more science-based yoga videos. Love to hear from you in the comments section down below. And remember to grab that PDF that's in the description. That has the prompts that I've used, which will help you find your way as you're exploring artificial intelligence on your health journey. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next video.